What's up, guys? My name is Richard here, and I'm bringing you Call of Duty Black Ops 2 on Standoff, playing Domination. And a quick little thing about the gameplay before we get started. Uh, this is a perfect example. This clip, this gameplay, is a perfect example of how just a little bit of luck you can win an entire match, and that's more or less one of the good and bad things about Call of Duty, depending which side you're on. But now that's done with the gameplay, we're gonna wait until until I start, well, in the game I mean, like join or whatever, and then it will switch to me. So the whole point of this commentary is not necessarily anything bad. This is about the Xbox, the next generation Xbox, which at the moment has not been announced, but we're going to talk about its two main problems. Number one is used games, and number two is always online problem that's going on around here that's sparking up some controversy. Okay, and the first one that's easier to explain and try to attack is the whole used games part, which can affect us, and at the same time it doesn't, because I personally always buy a game new. I don't trust used games. I don't care if GameStop tried them. I prefer to have it new. Alright, whether you love used games because it's easier to pay, and you'd rather pay the online thing that EA is always doing now, like it did with Battlefield 3, you can go ahead with that, but I personally like new, so that doesn't really affect me. But what it does affect is all the, like GameStop. GameStop sells it again, you know, as a used game, and it takes the money that it gained, like the profit it takes it. And I'm not gonna stand up for GameStop because they're not the best, but it's for nowadays it feels like they're the only one. So that's mainly the whole used games part. The big deal, and especially today it was a very big deal for the always online capabilities of the new Xbox. As far as I know, the new PlayStation, is not gonna have this problem, and I do mean it's a problem, and I'll explain why in a minute. So Sony did make this move. They actually understood what the gamer is thinking and how the consumer would react. Maybe not. Maybe they just thought that so far optional online, it was a good idea, and they just stuck to it. And I guess Microsoft just wants more money, so I guess there we go. Alright, and I'll explain that also in a second. So this always online capability, it is a horrible thing. Have you ever, I'm sure we've all been there, that moment that we just want to play a game. We don't want anyone to bother us. I just came from school and from work, and I'm tired, and I just want to play Smash Brothers by myself. I just want to do the Call of Duty campaign, and we can't do that anymore. We cannot do that anymore. We need online in order to play it. Which is such a horrible idea. And yes, I know Smash Brothers is not for the Xbox, but that's just for the example. That is atrocious. So now the Xbox 360, you're supposed to pay $60 for a whole year of Xbox Live for multiplayer. If you don't pay it, then I guess you're gonna have to play offline. And that's fine for some people. Some people don't care. Some people don't like multiplayer, period. And that's how it is. But now they're gonna have to pay for online to play. Now, of course, all the details have not been completely exposed and shown to the public, so I guess kind of prematurely saying that just because you need online, that means you have to pay. So I guess that's an error on my part for going ahead and jumping the gun. So maybe you'll just need an internet connection to play like the campaign. Maybe. You don't know. That's one of the problems that we also have. We don't know anything, but we're hearing all these rumors. And, as I was getting to, today, the reason today is such a big, like, day for this is because this guy named Adam Orth, he, I believe, is the Microsoft Creative Director. He spoke on Twitter. I'm not sure if it was today or either yesterday or maybe the day before, but these past few days, he's been tweeting some very nasty things. Not necessarily nasty in the sense of of like vulgar language. It's not that. It's what he said. Of course, this whole thing, as I'm also explaining, is that nobody likes this. Nobody likes this always online thing. Sometimes I just want to get on my Xbox or PS3 or whatever and not go online. I don't care about online. I don't want internet connection to play Rocksmith or Sly Cooper. Again, this is the Xbox, but just go along with it. And this guy just doesn't understand. He doesn't understand the drama, air quotes. And this is what he says on Twitter. He says things like, "Oh, if the electricity goes out, I won't buy a vacuum cleaner." He's like, "Oh, okay, just because I don't have electricity, I'm not gonna buy a vacuum cleaner." He's saying this as though it's the same thing. It's not the same thing. Without internet connection, the Xbox is done. They're two completely different things. I cannot have internet, but I can have electricity. The electricity can come back, but sometimes maybe I forget to pay the internet company, you know, AT&T or Comcast or whoever is the internet provider. I may forget to buy, and then I just wasted $300-400 on nothing that I can't use. Okay? And that is a very big problem. Nobody likes that. And especially how insensitive this guy can be. Like, he's saying things like, and I quote, "Those people should definitely get with the times and get the internet. It's awesome." And quote, "I want every device to be always on." And this guy's saying, and he also said another thing about that nowadays it's always on, that everything is always on. But not everything is always on. He's never heard of blackouts. He's never heard of storms, you know. You never heard of overheating the circuits? I'm pretty sure he has, since he's in Microsoft. But I digress. This type of behavior is not right. Not only the behavior, but the response to the consumer and everything. And of course, Microsoft does what every company does when there's a little mistake by any employee. "Oh, we want to apologize. He does not represent us as a whole to our loyal customers." And that just pushes the envelope even farther. So far that it almost just slid off the table. I'm pretty sure excuse me, that Xbox people, maybe not all, but a lot, are already moving to the PS4 simply because of this whole online internet thing. Alright? So that's the whole idea, and I wanna ask you guys something. Are you an Xbox 360 person? And if you think that these both of these rumors are true, are you still gonna get the new Xbox? Is it still worth it? And whether or not you need to pay the $60 to have online to play your game? Do you think you would do that? Would you say that? I don't know. You guys tell me. 29-2 with 3 caps and 2 defense. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out, home dogs.